Salve a tutti ragazzi, benvenuti in un nuovo episodio di Agatha Christie Assassinio sull'Orient Express. Nello scorso episodio abbiamo trovato la piccola Daisy che è stata uccisa, quindi adesso dovremo andare a parlare con i genitori. Chissà se ci fa anche cercare chi è stato oppure finisce tutto qui.
Oh no!
Mi sa che finisce così.
That night, I swore to find the monster who killed that child.
A meno che tutto non si ricolleghi con il nostro caso principale, chissà. Oh, siamo tornati sul treno. Siamo ancora fermi qui.
Ratchet on train saw me? How? Daisy.
She was awake?
Then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie still while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily sedated. Your pulse is very weak.
I have to finish my story. Ratchet can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no fear of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
We must hear her story.
This woman needs rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue. But I warn you, it will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will. And I have other witnesses to interrogate. You are right. Let's not put this poor woman in danger. There will be plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered. By all means, tell me the results of your examination.
Ok, quindi americana, 32 anni e detective di polizia.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Beh, questo era molto semplice. Allora, ora del decesso.
Estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but not complete. I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
That tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far.
Causa del decesso.
What is the cause of death?
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso. It's odd there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
It seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken sleeping pills during the night.
Ah, that would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
Ratchet fuma.
Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't smoke. Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
Pugnalate.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
I counted 12 in all. 1 or 2 are so slight as to be practically scratches. On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death. The angle of the wounds is instructive. Most appear to have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see, this one, under the right armpit, it's not a deadly blow, given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it. It was most certainly struck with the left hand.
So, Our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are just as obviously right-handed.
Diversi
Do we
assassini.
have a first and second murderer, as the great Shakespeare would put it? The first murderer stabs his victim and exits left, turning off the light. Then a second murderer comes in the dark, does not see his or her work has been done, and stabs a dead body.
Magnificent.
You think so? I'm glad. It sounds to me a little like nonsense.
Ok, abbiamo fatto tutto qui, quindi
Thank you, Doctor. Excellent work under difficult circumstances. Please let me know when I may speak again with Mademoiselle Locke.
Of course.
qual è il modo migliore per scoprire chi fuma la sigaretta elettronica? Offrire ai passeggeri una sigaretta?
Even a smoker
No.
might innocently turn me down.
Perché?
Yes, that's certainly a good place to start.
Qual è il modo migliore per scoprire chi fuma la sigaretta elettronica? Ok,
I have personally seen some passengers smoking. I just have to remember who they were.
io non mi ricordo. Perquisire le valigie di tutti i passeggeri, magari.
Official authority. Anyone could refuse to let me search their belongings.
Ok,
Yes, I suppose it's likely they will give me the list of who smokes what. My little gray cells did not let me down.
ok. Continuo gli interrogatori. Allora, qual è il rapporto tra signorina Locke e Ratchet? Allora, questo è 1, questo è 2 e questo è 3.
No,
No.
not good. Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Allora, una fotografia del peluche di Daisy nel cestino di Ratchet. Ok. Perfetto.
That was easy.
E anche quello è fatto. Adesso questo qui. Continuano gli interrogatori. Devo continuare a interrogare i passeggeri. Il movimento di andare a quelli cui non ho ancora parlato. E chi si ricorda quali erano? Allora lui no. Ok. Non ci sono impronte. Ok, andiamo. Non mi ricordo dove siamo. Se siamo all'inizio è meglio andare dalla prima porta. Ok, sì, siamo all'inizio. Forse. Aspetta. Sì, in teoria sì. 2, 1. Qui non possiamo andare. Qui c'eravamo. Andiamo al 6.
Captain Arbuthnot, I beg your pardon, but could you answer a few questions for me?
I'm grateful you found my ticket, Poirot, but now is not convenient.
I certainly didn't expect such a resistance. I need to be sure before accusing the captain.
Ok, posso vedere? No. Quindi andiamo avanti. Qui niente. Bagno non ci si può più andare. Questa forse è la nostra. E andiamo avanti. La stessa identica immagine. 204 niente. Niente. Non c'è nulla. Qui siamo al bar.
Most of the passengers pass by the bar during the day. They eat, drink, write. Maybe I can use this information for my investigation.
Come posso scoprire chi è mancino?
No.
No.
Not good. No. It is a flight of fancy to think such information would be required of passengers for a train journey. Well done. Yes, it could work. He appears to be an observant young man and serves the passengers regularly.
Allora, chiedere a tutti di scrivere qualcosa.
Great. Yes, if I ask them to write something trivial, they may do it instinctively with their dominant hand. Brilliant.
Questo, anche se io non ricordo.
Remember which people use their right or left hand. My little gray cells did not let me down.
Ok. Proviamo a parlare con lei.
I have a few questions for you.
Of course.
Allora, cosa ha fatto la notte scorsa?
Start with your movements last night.
There's little to tell. I went to bed and slept.
Did you know the man who was killed?
I saw him for the first time during lunch yesterday.
Did you notice anything about him?
Well, if I believed in auras, I might say he seemed dark.
Può scrivere il suo indirizzo?
Writing your address on this paper for me?
Not at all.
Scrive con la destra.
Mademoiselle Debenham is right-handed.
Allora, il menu personaggi, dopo lo andiamo a vedere. Signorina Olson.
Recall what time Mademoiselle Olson went to get some aspirin from Madame Hubbard?
I remember glancing at the clock. She left our room just after 10:30 p.m.
Was she away for a long time?
About 5 minutes.
That confirms what Madame Hubbard told me.
Fumatore.
Smoke by any chance?
No, I never have.
Ok, mai fumato.
Do you own a scarlet nightgown?
No, it isn't mine.
Whose then?
I don't know. What do you mean?
You do not say, I have no such thing. You say, it isn't mine, meaning that you know who it belongs to, am I correct?
Oh, I see. No. I woke up this morning about 5 a.m. with the feeling that the train had been standing still for a long time. I opened the door, and I saw someone in a scarlet kimono some way down the corridor. Her back was turned. It was impossible to see who it was.
I understand.
Ok,
Thank you for your assistance, mademoiselle.
per ora è fatto. Allora, qui cosa abbiamo scoperto? Una persona in più. Oh, comincia a mettere con cosa scrivono. Benissimo.
Mademoiselle, I am sorry to disturb you, but I need to ask you a few questions.
Are you the investigator?
I am.
We are lucky you are on the train. What do you want to know?
Allora, cosa ha fatto la notte scorsa?
I hear, mademoiselle, that you were the last person to see the murdered man alive.
I do not know. It may be so. I opened the door of his compartment by mistake. I was much ashamed. It was a most awkward mistake.
You actually saw him?
Yeah, he was reading a book.
And what did you do after that, mademoiselle?
I went in to the American lady, Mrs. Hubbard. I asked her for some aspirin, and she gave it to me. I usually carry extra aspirin for the refugees, but I gave mine to a camp in Turkey. They needed it more than me.
Ok. Non saprei. 46. Infermiera?
Think, Poirot. That is not a good...
È svedese.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Porta comunicante.
Mrs. Hubbard asks you whether the communicating door between her compartment and that of Monsieur Ratchet was bolted?
Yes,
And was it?
yes.
And after that, what did you do?
After that, I went back to my compartment, took the aspirin, and lay down. That was around 10:50 p.m.
Compagna di stanza.
Anyone else in your compartment?
Yeah, a young English lady. Very nice, very amiable.
After the train left Vinkovsky, did she leave the compartment?
No, I am sure she did not.
Why are you so sure, if you were asleep?
I sleep very lightly. I am used to waking at a sound. I am sure that if she had come down from the berth above, I should have awakened.
Did you yourself leave the compartment after that?
Not until this morning.
Allora, kimono rosso.
You have a scarlet silk kimono, mademoiselle.
No, indeed. I have a good comfortable dressing gown of Jaeger material.
Allora, fuma?
You smoke, mademoiselle?
No, I can't stand the smell of tobacco.
Ok, scrivi l'indirizzo.
Amiable as to write me down your address.
With pleasure.
Allora, è sempre destra anche questa.
Mademoiselle Olsen is indeed right-handed. This was a very interesting conversation, mademoiselle. I thank you.
If you have any other questions, I'll be in my compartment. Good luck, Mr. Poirot.
Andiamo a parlare una contraddizione. Allora, seleziona due elementi che rivelano la contraddizione nelle testimonianze del signore Debenham e della signora Olson.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Ah sì, giusto. Allora, la signora Olson avrebbe avuto sentire la signora Debenham uscire alle 5 di mattina.
Strange, this story. If Mademoiselle Olsen is such a light sleeper, why didn't she tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham getting out of bed? She even made a point to tell me the opposite. That's the right answer.
Allora, parla con la signorina Olson.
Mademoiselle Debenham, I have a few questions for you.
Of course.
Ok, no, niente di
For
nuovo.
your assistance, mademoiselle.
Allora, andiamo prima da lui.
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
Allora, cosa ha fatto la notte scorsa?
About the murder of Monsieur Ratchet. Can you tell me your movements last night?
I understand. Yesterday evening, I took a break at Vinkovsky station with Hotaru. We then went to our quarters in the staff accommodations, a section of the luggage car. Freya was there, reading, and I went to bed right after. Freya is there now, I think, and Hotaru is in the kitchen. They can verify my story.
What time was this?
11:30 p.m. or a bit after. The snow is beginning to fall heavily.
I see. Thank you.
Allora, puoi scrivere il suo indirizzo?
Write your address on this paper, please.
You want to pay me a visit?
Who knows, Monsieur Fauché?
Allora, scrive sempre con la destra anche lui.
Right-handed, there can be no doubt. Are you a smoker?
I'm trying to quit, but yes. I'm now down to just 1 pack of cigarettes a week. If you're looking for a heavy smoker, you should talk to Hotaru.
Ok.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Però...
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course.
He is right-handed.
Perché non...
Fauché,
Perché non glielo chiede?
I'll observe her instead. I'll observe. Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
Nice.
Ok.
Are you a smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No. Tobacco only.
Brilliant.
Anche questo è fatto.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Good job. Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
Well done.
Ok.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot. Fantastique. Adéquate.
Vedo le foto.
Et voilà. I'll keep an eye on them instead.
Oh mamma. Allora lui sembra destro e lui non lo so. Lei è destra. Allora lui è destro. Lei è destra e lui...
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Ok.
That was easy.
Ah, giusto. Perché questo qui continua a darmelo così?
I'll come back to you if I have more questions. Come to Poirot, my exquisitely sculpted friend.
Bene, anche questa. Andiamo al ristorante.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I'll report to you as soon as I can.
Quindi sto qui.
So, Poirot.
I have...
Ok. Andiamo a parlare anche con il cuoco.
Monsieur Maury, would you have a few minutes to give me? I have some questions to ask you.
Do I look like I can answer questions? The room is spinning. My head is about to explode.
You were celebrating last night?
Celebrating? When Freya always wins? Ah, what am I saying? If you want my answers to your questions to make sense, help me recover. You see there, the magnet on the fridge. That is my special recipe. I call it my day after survival tonic. If you could make me my special tonic, I might survive long enough to answer your questions. Jean knows the recipe very well. He can help you with the preparation.
Very well, Monsieur Maury. If I must, I must. I will make you your day after survival tonic.
Allora, per me è giapponese. 55. Chef. Perfetto.
That's the right answer.
Ok. Comunque per oggi è tutto. Nel prossimo episodio proveremo a preparare il tonico dei momenti difficili. Ma per oggi è tutto. Grazie a tutti per la visione del video. Ciao ciao.